Now we can see about another fluid which is also involved in transportation, that is the lymph, which is also called as the tissue fluid. The tissue fluid is named so because it is formed in between the tissues. Now when the blood is carried by the capillaries to the tissues, the wall of the capillaries are having small pores. So through the pores present in the wall of capillaries, some amount of plasma, proteins and the blood cells will escape and enter into the intercellular spaces present in between the tissues. What is intercellular space? The space present between the cells of the tissues. So these spaces will be collecting that fluid, and now this fluid is said to be as the tissue fluid or the lymph. So it is similar to plasma because some amount of plasma, protein and blood cells are escaping from the blood through the capillaries and forming the tissue fluid. So the tissue fluid or the lymph is similar to plasma of the blood, but it is colorless because of the absence of RBCs, but it contains some amount of protein, less protein compared to plasma, less protein will be there, and some WBCs will be there, especially lymphocytes will be there. This lymphs will be collected by the lymphatic capillaries. What you see here is the lymphatic system. It will be collected by minute capillaries called the lymphatic capillaries. From the lymphatic capillaries, it joins together to form the large lymph vessels. Here you can see the lymphatic vessels. At last, these lymphatic vessels will be joining with any of the veins, larger veins it will join. So the lymph will be normally carrying digested and absorbed fat from the intestine and drains this excess fluid and all the fluid substance which are present in between the extracellular space back into the blood. So it is also related with the circulatory system only. It is not a separate system. It is related with the circulatory system because the tissue fluid will be collected. Again, it will be collected by the lymphatic capillary, then the lymphatic vessels, which again join with the larger vein. So once it joins the vein, again it will be mixing with the blood and again circulated as blood. Again, when it reaches the tissue, it will be forming the tissue fluid or the lymph. This is how the lymph is circulated.